Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts and to Shipyard Champions, where none other than Stealth 17 himself has given me a ship to fight and a scenario to do. So I'm not allowed to look at his ship, first of all. All I know is it's a single battleship that Stealth has set the range to 1,000 meters, and it's a night storm. So I think he's been watching Draconoval's video about US torpedo battleships. So I reckon that this is going to be a torpedo battleship. Now, I know that I have a total of 100,000 tons to take on this ship, which is also 100,000 tons. But I don't have to build a 100,000 ton battleship. I can kind of do it any way I wish. So I could build, 10,000 ton light cruisers, for instance. So here's my thinking: 1,000 meter range. This is going to be tricky. So the way the scoring works is I get 1 point for every 10% of the total ship tonnage that I sink / damage. So in a case of a 100,000 ton battleship, if I get it down to 50%, I score 5 points, basically. And I lose a point for every 10,000 tons I lose, basically. So if I went in with 10,000 ton light cruisers, for every ship that I lose, I'll lose a point, basically. And I'm thinking I might go with a light cruiser, actually. I'm kind of between a light and a heavy cruiser. Because I don't know what guns Stealth will have put on the ship. Because it won't just be torpedoes. That would be too easy. Now, this point blank range, if he has big guns, armor won't matter. So the fact that the light cruisers can't have very much armor shouldn't matter. But they might be able to bounce the small HE, but then again, heavy cruisers can fit anti-torpedo belts, and the detection bonus of I'm going to go heavies. I'm going to go heavy cruisers, and I'm going to be a little bit sneaky. I'm going to try and go for 12,500 tons per heavy cruiser, so I have 8. Because that means I need... If I lose... Well... Is that particularly sneaky? Oh, well, I'm doing it anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because it's basically still 1 point per heavy cruiser that I lose. If I lose 2, it's still 2 points. I would need to lose 4 of them, I think. Yeah, if I lose 4 of them, it would be 5 points. But if I lose less than 4, then I'm coming out ahead. Right, let's get into the design. I don't want the command cruiser. That's garbage. Because we're targeting 12.5. So I could go a minimum displacement modern heavy cruiser 3. It's not a bad option. Or we could use the modern heavy cruiser 2, or the 1, or the compact, or the heavy. Right. I think I might. Yeah, it's between the 3 and the 2. And I think I'm going to use this one for that nice high 80 floatability. So 12,500 is what we're going for. in terms of displacement. I am going to bring a veteran crew, even though that's not going to be particularly helpful. Speed actually is useful. I know it doesn't seem like it because we're at super short range, but it'll throw off the targeting of his torpedoes. I don't know what kind of torps he's going to be using. Probably oxygens. I'm going to use the cheap towers. Funnel. Maybe one funnel. I'm definitely going to use diesels. Yeah, one funnel. For the added flooding resistance, basically. Well, yeah, oil 2. I am going to use the diesel electric aux system again for water pumping, ship repairs, things like that. Actually, in this case, I think I want the unbalanced rudder because I'm just going to be wanting to turn immediately with everything. Now, guns. Because I need to kill this battleship. And I'm thinking of killing it with torpedoes myself. So I need a gun. But what kind of armour will you have put on? I don't know. I mean, we could go super minimal and go with a 6-inch gun and torpedo launchers. Let's go with 3 quintuples for now. No reason why I wouldn't use the top end armour. What is my flash fire chance? 14. Right, okay. See if we can get it down to 0. Shell type really doesn't matter that much. Just trying to get my flash fire chance nice and low. Light shells. Reduced. Obviously, we're going to bring the 24-inch torps. I'm not allowed radar. Oh, hang on. There was a restriction, wasn't there? 50 torpedo tubes in the fleet. 50 divided by 8. So, oh no, each ship can only have 6. Well, 6.25, but basically 6. So that's 444, triple aft, I think is going to be the only way I can do this. I'm going to need them to pack a punch then, though. So, oxygen torps they're going to be. I'm not allowed radar. I can have an RDF. Can have a coincidence rangefinder. Maybe I do need some guns in that case. Just to try and do something. Or maybe I just go armour. In case he has brought guns. I don't know. I don't know. Standard. Screw it. How much armour can we put on? 12.6 inch. Sure. As much armour as is physically possible to put on this thing. Okay, 6% overweight. I wonder why. Superstructure armour. Oh, that's the one I want. Okay, deck armour. I'm not going to need deck armour. That much deck armour, surely. Let's just go 6 on the decks. Thinking now, I might go smaller. How light would I need to get it to get 9? 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. No, we'll stick with the 12,500 then. I mean, nope, that ain't happening. Oh yeah, Citadel, anti-flooding, bulkheads, triple bottom hull. All of that would be very useful. Right, now I need to start cutting back. I'll probably cut back on speed a little bit. 26 knots should be okay. Let's just tap down the extended deck arm a little bit. There we go. Yeah, this is going to be... This is basically going to be chaos. Absolute chaos. Okay. Let's see. This is going to go terribly. The heart attack. Yes, that sounds about right. Oh, he has put big guns on it. Oh, you bastard. Right. Start and pause. Where is it? Oh, it's behind me. Ah, it's behind you. Oh. Oh, he did something totally different to what I was expecting. So this thing is just covered in small guns. What are they? 1.1s. A couple of 3s and 2 20 inches. Okie dokie. Right. My fleet. Individual. All of you. Right. Who is closest? That is Nelson. You may fire. The rest of you may not. So, Aurora, avoid off, turn. Europa, avoid off, turn. Black Prince, avoid off, turn. So those 20 inches are just going to one-shot me. However, I should be okay against the little guns. That is amusing. It's not what I was expecting. Look at this. This is real time, by the way. Okay, Nelson has fired. Retreat. Right. Those stops are pretty quick, being oxygens. I think she only fired one launcher. There goes the second one. I'm gonna get one hit. No, I didn't do very much. Right. Second set. Now this thing is not very maneuverable. I am noticing that. Bonk. Well, I will have scored some points. Yeah, somehow I don't think my 6 inches are going to do anything. Right, Aurora, you're the next one to get into position. Oh wait, you just straight up... Oh, of course they have front launchers. I'm not used to playing with a ship with front launchers. I am quite lucky that it's choosing to fire HE. Dread to think... What armor quality am I at? 200%? Yeah. There we go. Right, second set of sorps away. Get out. Another hit midships. A little bit of flooding. Oh. Darth. Oh, ammo debt! Oh no! Okay, what did we explode? The 20 inches! Oh no. Yeah, look at the pen on those bad boys. But I'm very lucky he was using incendiary HE shells. Very lucky. If he'd been using AP, the computer had decided to use AP, I would be cooked. Right, Europa. You're the next in line for an attack. Oh, they've still got a couple of shells left. Well, I say couple, they got 60. That severely limits their ability to hurt me. Okay, down to 68%. Alright, Europa, get out. Black Prince, you are next. Hogue, you're actually in a great spot. Couple more hits. I'm assuming he put on Anti-Torpedo 4. Interesting. Not the 5. Very curious to see the reasoning. Oh, lovely. I mean, this thing is insanely well armoured. So I think my torpedo strat is a reasonable one. Alright, Black Prince, get out. Hogue, you have fired. Get out. Niobe, you're next. Two more midships. Very nice. That's a lot of flooding. Down to 18% on the structure. Alice, you are next. Bonk. Lovely. Down to 9. More torps coming in. Down to 2. More torps. Boom. Well, there we go. A heart attack. I did give you a heart attack, but I survived thanks to the timely intervention of a 24-inch oxygen AED. Anyway, yeah, very interesting. Not at all what I was expecting. Going with 20-inch guns like that. But I got very, 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 very fortunate that the ship decided to use the high explosive ammo rather than the AP. And yeah, just able to put... How many torpedoes? 31. Nice. That was enormous fun. Thank you very much, Stealth, for the ship. And yeah, check out how all the other admirals did in the description down below. And I believe Iron Wolf is taking on my ship, which I will show you in the designer in a moment. Okay, here's the ship that I built, which is actually completely illegal. This is the version I was making for the ship pack. I took the radar off because I realised we weren't allowed radar in the challenge. But I hadn't actually properly read that we need 10 We need it was 50 torpedo tubes across the fleet. Each of my ships has 10, and I gave them 10, so I kind of went over a bit. But it'll still be fun. Anyway, so just imagine that this ship has no radar. This is the one that Iron Wolf got. It's a light cruiser. 10,000 tons. Reasonably fast. Pretty tanky with maximum bulkheads. Pretty hefty armor. It has all the mod cons, including the same oxygen 24-inch torps that I was just using. So you saw just exactly how deadly these things are. They have pretty good range, but I did say that I think I put the battle range at 30 kilometers because I thought that was fair. But I mean, it's pretty obvious that I'm going to be going in with a torpedo strat, picking light cruisers and things. The problem is, in the Dreadnought Improvement Project, I'm really curious to see how Iron Wolf approaches this, because I see there are a few ways. You could go with a bigger ship. You could go with a battleship, maybe battle cruiser, which would have really big guns that are able to just one-hit these. It's not hard to get a gun that can go through 6 inches of armor. But if you do that, you don't have any ability to spot these torpedoes, and there are 10 of them. So let's say you went with, I don't know, 2 modern battleships. Could you delete all of them before a bunch of torpedoes got off at you? So that's one way of doing it. You could go heavy cruisers, but they suffer from the same kind of issue. You'd have better numbers, you'd have better maneuverability, but you still wouldn't have the excellent spotting of the torps, although these are extremely visible torpedoes. So again, do you go that route? I think that's probably the best route. Or you could try and take me on with a light cruiser of your own, but I didn't min-max these. These still have 9 6-inch guns on them and hefty armor. So I think destroyers and light cruisers are going to struggle against them. But, so yeah, I think you probably would go heavy battle or battleship. But I'm very curious to see how he does. I think probably your best bet would be to get something like 12-inch guns. And if he's got 12, or any gun, actually, which has 6 inches of HE pen, however you want to set that up. How would you set that up? Let's just grab a battleship. So let's say we grab a 12-inch gun. So if we're going for HE pen, if we went something like that. No, you'd have to be point blank. So you want to go bigger than 12. Although, the sap shells on a 12 at 7,500 meters are doing the 6 inches of pen. So, I mean, if you had cap ballistics... So you could do it with a AP, but really you want to do it with HE to just delete ships. What about a 15-incher? Yeah, 15-inch cap ballistic HE has about the right level of pen, although they are still within torpedo range when you're able to do that. And the AP is way too much. What about semi-ballistic? Yeah, you could go semi-ballistic 15-inch or above AP and cause me all sorts of problems. What about if you went really big? What if you grabbed an 18-inch gun? See, the sap shells are more than enough, but you could turn down the HE to a soft cap, which means they do way more damage. than the cat ballistics. That could be quite spicy. Anyway, don't know what they all have done. Tune into their episode to find out. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.